What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and as you can see, we got the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 on deck. So it's the end of the year, it's the end of 2024, and we're going to get into my feelings about this device. I haven't really done a formal review. I compared it to coming from the Galaxy Z Fold 5, but this is its own device, so we got to get into it. Okay, YouTube, so it's your man BG, and I've been using the Galaxy Z Fold 6 for a while now, and I definitely got some thoughts. So I'm going to get my thoughts off before the end of 2024. And first and foremost, I want to say, guys, let's just start with the build. I really like the build on this device. This device has like the most mature build that a Z Fold has had yet. I will say it's a little bit lighter. The hinge seems a little bit slimmer, and I just like how it's squared off on the sides. It just makes it feel more official. It feels more appropriate in hand. The Galaxy Z Fold 1 through the Z Fold 5 all had like the kind of same build, but this Z Fold 6 got the refresh that it was time for, because now we're in 2024. A lot of devices got flat sides, squared off a little more, and it just looks a little bit mature, and it seems like they reduced the weight. The actual footprint in your hand is pretty small. It feels a little lighter. So definitely on the, as far as the build go, even though we didn't get the wider front display that everybody wanted, it's just a millimeter or two wider than the Z Fold 5. And I'm cool with that, because this is a refresh of Samsung's design. If you want that wide front display, you can go to the Pixel Fold or the OnePlus Open, but I still like how this is pretty much compact when it's closed and can be used one-handed, but it's just got a more mature build that's just a tad bit wider. And I feel like we're at a time where foldables have become a lot more dependable when it comes to the build. The hinge on this thing works flawlessly. It closes with a snap. It's just no issue. Like the past couple foldables that I had, there's been like no real issue. And I feel like foldables, when they first came out, of course they had issues. They had hinge problems. But now I feel like the last couple years, the Z Fold 5, Z Fold 6 especially, foldables now are reliable enough where you can plan to use these things for multiple years. And, you know, unless you beating up on them just like any other device, you're not really going to have too many issues. Now, of course, y'all know one of my favorite things about Samsung devices is the fact that Samsung uses the Snapdragon processors, and this device has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which is even more powerful and more efficient than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 that's in the Galaxy Z Fold 5. And I feel like this type of power is very handy, especially on a foldable, because if you know me, you know I call a foldable, I use the foldable, I call it my mini tablet. So when I'm on the foldable, I'm using it like a tablet. So I could do anything from game or edit videos or edit photos or make thumbnails on this device. And with that processing power, I can get it done with ease. It's not overheating, it's not having bad thermals, it's rendering at good speeds, so I don't feel like I'm being held back by using the foldable, because it has a nice power plant called the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for a processor. And on top of that, top tier productivity is definitely available on the Galaxy Z Fold 6 because OneUI. OneUI has a ton of features and a ton of things that you can do. Now, I'm not a fan of buying the stylus for this device. We got the S Pen on it. You can utilize the S Pen on this device, but at the same time, you have to buy it and it's not built into the device. So I don't like that for sure. Just gotta make sure I put that in the video. But at the same time, you can use a stylus with this device and you can take notes and things of that nature. Also, we got a ton of features, like we got edge display, we got all the AI features that came on with this device. So it's a ton of customization and features that's built into the Samsung OneUI software. And also, we're on the heels of more improvement with Samsung OneUI 7.0. on the way. So the interface just works really great. It's a powerful processor, so getting around the interface is really smooth, really easy, and at the same time, anything that you want to do, any AI features that you want to utilize happen pretty quickly because we got a powerhouse on deck. But yeah, One UI is definitely my favorite skin over Android, and I feel like it makes the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 a hard tablet to compete against because it makes the best of everything that you could do with a foldable, like multitasking and things of that nature. Now, as far as comparing the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 to the S24 Ultra, the camera system is kind of lackluster, and I'm just going to be honest with you. But at the same time, I know it sounds crazy. These are some decent cameras, and you can get good use out of them. The 50 megapixel main sensor still does a good job taking point and shoot photos, shooting 4K video. You can shoot up to 8K on this device, so let's not forget that. And it has an ultra wide and a telephoto sensor. So the camera sensor is, you can get a lot done with it, but it's nowhere near the camera system on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and that's what a lot of people want because you spending top tier dollars on foldables, so they feel like you should have every available option when it comes to photography to really make this a bang for your buck type foldable. But at any moment, I wouldn't mind taking a picture with this device or grabbing some 4K footage for my YouTube channel with this device. And at the same time, because it's a powerful foldable, opening it up and editing it on this device. Now, we know that foldables are expensive, but there's a couple reasons that I actually like it using the Samsung foldables, guys, and I stay in the ecosystem of Samsung foldables. For one thing, even though this device is expensive, once you buy in, for the most part, and I'm not going to say this is all 100% going to happen every time, but when the newest foldable come out, Samsung has a lot of deals, and they will give you a really good trade-in on your previous foldable. So you could trade your older foldable towards a new foldable and get a lot of money off. Like, and first and foremost, just don't, as long as you don't fall for the trick of buying the foldable when it first come out. I waited a couple months and I didn't actually plan on buying this foldable, but it was available at such a discount price. If I traded my foldable in, I had to try it. So if you wait a little while, let the Z Fold, whatever Z Fold come out, and wait till it start to get towards the holidays, you can get some great deals. So a lot of times when you buy an expensive device, you're going to lose all of the value, all of the money that you spent because the device is going to depreciate. But at least you know you can go back to Samsung and get a pretty penny towards a new device, especially if you like to get a new device every year. And another reason is some people will buy this device on the carrier. Some people will go to their local carrier, pick up a device like this. And I feel like if be so, let's say something happened to this device, like you broke a screen or something like that, you will want a device that's popular in the US so you could get your device repaired or replaced, or at least let it be insured. Now with my device, I did buy from Samsung, but at the same time, I'm still able to insure it through my carrier because I'm using it on the line on my carrier. So that's two things that I think about. I like the trade-in deals, and also I want to be protected in case something happened to this device. I don't want to depend solely on the company just replacing or fixing the device. I'm not sure how that works with some of the foldables that come from other countries and things of that nature, but I like to have the backing of, I got the type of insurance where if I break this device, they're going to send me out a new one immediately. But for sure, at the end of 2024, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 is a foldable that is definitely durable and dependable with a decent build on it, nice build on it for sure, and a great processor and great software to actually, utilize that processor. That's the most important thing to me. The combination of the software and the processor on the Z Fold 6. And yeah, you got the camera system where you can get some pictures and some videos, but that's nothing to write home about at the same time compared to what else is available on Samsung. But it's your boy BG Tech Life. I was just checking in at the end of the year. This is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.